In 2009, only 30 of Georgia's 500,000 peanut acres were certified organic. This week, the Monitor's Rick Treptow reports on research discussed at an organic peanut field day in South Georgia that proved that if certain good management practices are followed, the potential for growing specialty market goobers is definitely there.
Each one of those is duplicated that will also have a hand weeding or not a hand weeding over the course of the season.
Hand weeding? Well, no farmer wants to hear that when farm labor is already hard to get. Since chemicals are not allowed for certified organic peanut weed control, that may be the last step. During the field day at 3 different research farms in Tifton, weed control kept popping up as a production hurdle.
It's not all about weed control. Weed control is a serious factor, but getting a plant stand is very important. Thus, cultivar selection, variety selection is very important.
Natural grown peanuts were tried by longtime Bullock County farmer Jimmy Hayes and his father. Last year, Hayes grew 7 acres, and 20 acres are in the ground now. His variety choice?
We're growing a Georgia 06. I tried the 03L and a couple other varieties, but the 06 has a lot better taste to it.
Here, we're still having a hard time controlling the weeds. Over there, we had better weed control, better yields.
And that's why USDA peanut agronomist CARROLL Johnson recommended planting in 36-inch rows. And then there's the equipment. This is a Flex-Tine cultivator. The machine gently weeds 2-week-old peanuts that had established a good stand. This research has shown peanuts are tougher than everyone imagined.
Don't throw dirt on peanut. Don't damage peanut. Treat it with tender loving care. Well, those are sound production practices, but we have found that, at least with the cultivars that we have now, we're able to get away with some of these abusive practices for weed control, and I find that very surprising and very enlightening too.
Johnson said cultivation is still a cost-effective weed control. Researchers suggested it for even non-organic crops to lessen pigweed infestation.
But recently, with new disease-resistant varieties that have been coming out, Georgia and the Southeast region actually may have an opportunity to break into that market, that segment of the production. Most of that production has been grown out of the drier climates in Texas and New Mexico.
So far, Whole Foods is buying a lot of that crop. They have purchased some from the Hayes too. How are they used?
Peanut butter machine we have in store where you could grind your own peanut butter, and some people will take some packaged ones home and eat them, or just make their own peanut butter at home. I think food safety is another thing that could be possible why people want organic peanuts, especially local Georgia peanuts would be a huge seller in our stores.
The organic producers want to find other sources like Whole Foods for their product.
Well, we just have to explore markets, and even the university and stuff could explore markets for us. We need to develop markets to do it. The demand is out there for the organic peanuts. Demand from different companies, candy companies wanting to make like granola bar type things with peanuts in them.
A lot of the organic processors and purchasers are not based in the Southeast, so that's the next step is how are we going to handle marketing and processing of the peanuts once they could leave the farm.
I'm Rick Treptow for the Georgia Farm Monitor.